Hello again, this is Ronald Walker. It's my channel. What you're looking at is a log cabin such as the one that Abraham Lincoln was born in 1809. This coin was done in commemoration of what would have been his 200th birthday, 2009. And they did a 4-coin set. The log cabin here that you see was typical of what was back then, and he was born inside the house. They didn't have much help as far as health and whatever went. This is the formative years of his life. He's sitting on a log reading a book, and big feet. He was a big man. Then he wore a stovepipe hat that made him look even taller. He was strong. He never lost a wrestling match that's recorded. They maul right here, and you see above the maul handle is a wedge. That's what they used to split the log to make rails to build fences. And they were strong, but they were set in an A-frame type pyramid, whatever. And it made it difficult for an animal to start a jump from outside, say the 4th rail, the one at the bottom, and then go up 4, and then on the other side they're going to be having rails to impede their progress also. But at any rate, you can see where he started splitting the log, taking a break, reading, and whatever. Then goes down. This is the 3rd coin that they produced. It is depicting his professional life as an attorney. He got to be in the legislature and served there for some time. Then he ran for president and won, though he did not win the popular vote. And one of those things. This shows the building being done, construction, and it was not finished during his presidency. At any rate, I will give these 4 coins to everybody who subscribes to my channel, likes it, shares it, whatever, as long as it's subscribed, and goes to my website at ronaldwalkerauthor.com. ronaldwalkerauthor.com, and go on the landing page. You'll find a contact Ronald up on the top right on the navigation bar. It will take you to a form that you can send your information where you want the coins to be sent, whatever. And I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. At any rate, I'm going to go look at these. These are some coins I got out of the bank deposit box. This is a Morgan dollar. It is pretty. You can't be seen very well. This is under a microscope, but it shows the details that being back away from the coins doesn't show. So at any rate, this is the first year that the Morgan was produced, 1878. Now we whoop over here to the other side, and we've got a 1921. That's the last year that they made the Morgan dollars. And this is a nice, she's got some chinks, some scratches, some whatever. Still, it's a pretty coin. Very pretty. I'm going to flip this over and show the reverse side. Coins are called the obverse and the reverse. I call them heads and tails and whatever, but at any rate, you can see the feathers on the eagle's chest. That's a good sign of it not being worn, but it's a whatever. No mint mark, which means it was done in Philadelphia. The P normally wasn't put on until the later dated coins, and some have P's and some don't, but that's another story. This one is, get back over here, doot 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 doot, also from Philadelphia, because it doesn't have a mint mark. And anyway, this is a 1937 nickel, and they had a man who posed, and they did his profile and then engraved it on the coin. This is the buffalo that is on the reverse side. See the big old horn? It's an uncirculated coin. Uncirculated condition, not necessarily uncirculated. But anyway, they have an error. The leg on the right side, the farther leg, is missing on some of the coins, and they are valuable. They're sought after. Alright, I'm going to drop down here. I've got a penny I want you to look at. I got this back in 1999 doing a coin search, and pennies. It is misstruck. Something happened and it got moved, or it wasn't where it should have been, or whatever. But it is misstruck. Turn that somewhat sideways. I'm going to leave it there. You can see how it's done here. Okay, then the top side, those letterings are gone. And then there's Lincoln inside his memorial. You can see the steps. There's 5 steps. And that usually tells you if they have anywhere, whatever. Okay. Then this is the 2009 front of the coin, the obverse heads, if you will. That's what, and it's pronounced so much more so to me than what the other Lincolns have been, and it really stands out big. Okay, I'm going to drop over here and look at a war penny. These are they call them steel pennies. They were made somewhat from, but anyway, it's a D made in Denver. And there's another one here that was made in Philadelphia, does not have a mint mark. There, 1943 was the only year that they did these. Alright, let's go back over here and look at this Indian head penny. It's just, it's nice. It's worn, 1891. It's one of my favorite coins. Small. That may not be so good. Anyway, 1 cent. And these were done, whenever. I'm not going to go there. Alright. I need to turn this around. Going to. Ding, 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 ding. And you'll see this. This is a seated cap dime. And this was a 1891. This is 7 years after the Constitution was written. And it's a fairly nice coin. It was minted in 2000. One of the first 5 coins made. Then this is I'm sorry. If you'll notice, oops. Yep. This is a new coin, 2022, made in Denver. But if you'll notice, Washington's headed the wrong direction. They changed from this direction with his nose and face to the left to this with his nose and face to the right. And don't know why. It's just somebody wanted it different, I suppose, or whatever. But then this is several designs, one of several designs that was done, and it's a depiction of Maya Angelou. She was a author and intellectual, really, I guess you'd say a grand person or whatever. I already messed this up, but anyway, I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to look at a New Mexico quarter over here on the left. It's a state quarter, just like that first one I showed the dad. This was made in 2008, 8 years after it was made, and it's New Mexico. There's the it came into statehood in 1912. Okay, then this is a normal. It's an 1877 capped. You can't really see it because it's just worn down to almost nothing. You can see her figure, you can see the shield and that and whatever. Turn this dude over, and what do you see? Almost nothing. But now that was how it was worn. It got worn and nobody was looking at what the designs were or anything else. It was a quarter. I had these when I was young, many, many years ago. This is a coin I found in '99 in coin roll hunting pennies. It's a misstrike. It's about, a tenth? No, it'd be more than a tenth, 15% or something, whatever. But anyway, it's not worth a lot of money, but it's something that you'll find from time to time. Now, this was memorial. This is interesting to me. In the middle of that's Lincoln right there in the middle, seated. You can see the steps. I can't see them because of the lighting like it is right now, but you can see there's 5 steps going up there. And but anyway, now over here to a 2009 Lincoln penny. It shows a log cabin like the one he was born in Kentucky. His family moved to Indiana and then on to Illinois. And he became an attorney. And but in the meantime, he worked at splitting rails. And they made rails for fences. They ran. They weren't very high. They were strong, and they were built in a triangular shape so that an animal couldn't very well jump over them. And but anyway, he's sitting there reading a book, and did most of his life. That's a maul that they used to bang wedges to split rails. It was an art, and I can tell you it's tough to do on wet wood, but that's just how it is. Now go down here and look at him standing at the Capitol, and this was his professional life. He became an attorney, he got in the legislature, and then he ran for president. And here is the building. It was being done during his presidency, but you can see in the middle the crane works that they used to put up. It was not done till after he was assassinated. These 4 coins I will give each person who subscribes to my YouTube channel, likes, and goes to my website. I'm looking at this other over here, to send me an email telling me your address and whatever way you want the coins to be sent. Now, every time I reach 100, 200, 300, and so on, I'll draw 5 names from those 100 and send them a gift. And hadn't made up my mind what it's going to be yet. Probably 50-cent pieces or something like that. But anyway, this is a 50-cent cap, just like the quarter was, but this is a better depiction. The shield and everything, it's the same, it's just smaller. In fact, the eagle is the same, but it's much larger. And anyway, alright, my website for these coins is ronaldwalkerauthor.com, RONALDWALKER.com. Go on there, and on the landing page you'll see a navigation bar up on the top, and it says on the right, Contact Ronald. Click on that, buddy, and it will take you to a form that you can put your name, email address, and comments or whatever. Especially, I'd like to know, and comment on this. What would you like to see? What coins would you like to look at? What discoveries and whatever. I've got some tricks to help in coin collecting. It does not have to be expensive. It is if you can afford it. Then it's not expensive. But at any rate, there are tricks, and we can discuss those sometime. Even make a video about it. Anyway, thank you for being here with me and taking the time to look at these. And that doesn't even look to be copper. Too much light, maybe. Let's see what we can do here. See if this takes off and lets it be a color instead of a brightly lit whatever. No, it didn't do much different, did it? It's still boom, boom, boom. It doesn't help. The thing about it is, this light, now I'm looking through a microscope, but this light, see if we can do anything different with, that's at 4 times, so it didn't make a lot of difference. But anyway, it sure helps you see the $50. Now go back. And I like it to be where you could see the whole thing, but then that's not a okay. This is Ronald Walker. This is my channel. We're all about coins and ebooks. Right now we're looking at quarters. This is a 1853 with arrows. They made several types of these. I don't have the expensive ones, but anyway, this is a bust seated Liberty cap, not bust, cap. With the cap, see the cap there. Anyway, cap seated Liberty, 1853. I'm going to flip this over. This is what it looked like on the rear with the rays. Some did not have the rays. Some did, some didn't. And I seem to be having less light. There you go. That's helping somewhat. No, that's not helping at all. But anyway, there you go, there you go, there you go. The eagle with the national shield, 3 arrows. Don't know why the 3, maybe that's all they could get on there. The 0 or O stands for New Orleans, and this is a quarter dollar, 25 cents. They had a 20-cent piece that wasn't very popular, and so it was discontinued. And they only made them, I think, 2 years. They are rare. They are expensive, extremely expensive. Now, why is this off? Okay. And so maybe that'll help too. Maybe. At any rate, getting set up here. And then we're going to go to what is called a barber quarter. This was made in 1914. And this is still Lady Liberty. You can see Liberty up in the crown, crest, whatever you call it. And this one's fair shape. It's got some scratches on it. It's been circulated. I'm going to turn it over now and let you look at the back. It's the same setup. I'm not over there yet. Over there, we'll go to that next. You see the 13 stars, the eagle, E pluribus unum, the national shield with the lines vertical and horizontal, and it doesn't have a mint mark, therefore it was made in Philadelphia. It has 13 arrows, and naturally the olive leaf for peace. It actually has $quarter instead of the abbreviations it had before. This is what it would look like naturally. Anyway. There's the Liberty up on the, I don't know what you call that, headpiece, whatever. Lady Liberty, 1901. No, okay, stars, whole bunch of stars, 13 I think. Then the same back that was the other one. This one was minted in San Francisco. See the S mint mark? $quarter, 13 arrows, olive for peace, the shield. You can even see the eagle's eye. E pluribus unum, 13 stars, United States of America. Okay, this is one of my prizes. This is a 1917 Standing Liberty full shield on the shield, the National Shield. This was done, they called it the booby quarter, because something's very prevalent right there. And there was a great fervor about it. People were taking them out where their kids couldn't see them. And so they made a Type 2. I have one somewhere, I couldn't locate it. It's probably in the bank, in the safe deposit box. But anyway, they put shielding up on her above this slash, that, or lash, whatever that thing is. Anyway, you can see her toe. So this is almost an uncirculated coin. The one isn't very high there. They made a Type 1 and 2, the 1 being bare chest, and then the 2 with the armor is dimpling. And then they went back and they moved this block that's there, that the date is in, and lowered it so that the date wouldn't move off so fast, be rubbed off so fast. And I've got a example of one down here, coin, in what it was. Then we've got 1936 Washington quarter. Liberty went off. There was no longer Liberty on the quarters. Now Liberty was up on the top, but Miss Liberty wasn't. And in God we trust, blah 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 blah. I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to turn it over. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Also George, Liberty, just a better coin. In God we trust, 1963. Now the other one was a 36. So that's 27 years difference in these two. Okay, then the back is the standard eagle, E pluribus unum, United States of America, and then the mint mark was on the reverse. The D there is Denver. It was minted in Denver. I don't know if these are olive leaves or what they are. I'm going to have to research that. Anyway, it's a pretty good looking coin. I'm going to go over here to this one. This is a proof coin. These three are all proof coins. 73. It's done in a different machining. And it's struck with more force. It's struck several times to bring out the luster and get it down. It's not polished or anything like that. Oh, I got this. There you go. I'm going to let you look at this one for just a second. I'm going to go over here and adjust my lighting because it's bad. I'll be right back. Okay, that should look better, and it does. Much better. I'll be darned. I should redo this possibly. At any rate, that's the 1970. This is a later date quarter, made in Denver. I'm going to flip her over. This is a Pennsylvania. Oh, Massachusetts Massachusetts was made a state in 1783. Is a 1890. These are just random. 1887, 1910. That is a Morgan dime. Morgan made the Morgan dollar, which is Lady Liberty, and it's not the same as this one, but at any rate, that's a 1910, 1914, 1912. These are random. I just picked them up and got them and said these are nice. This is a 1 ounce. Oops, that's upside down. Well, goody, goody, goody. Let's just turn that around. It is a 1 ounce silver bar. 99.9 fine. One of those things or whatever. This is a mercury dime. This was supposed to be a peace dime, and people called it a mercury dime instead, and so it just stuck out there. 1940, what is that, a 5? I can't see that. And then this is another 45. I'm going to turn this over because I love this coin. You can see the bands. That usually is an indication of it not being circulated. There's no mint mark at the end of the one. That means it was done in Philadelphia. I'm not certain what these, if it's the same or not. And it's not. That is an S, which means that it was produced in San Francisco. And so you got one in Philadelphia and one in San Francisco. Okay, then we're going to go on to the Roosevelt dimes, 2021, and another Roosevelt dime, and the Buffalo nickel, boop, 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 boop. That is current, not the Buffalo before, because if you notice, the Buffalo is not the same way. And here is the new, it's a 2005D, made in Denver with Jefferson. One of those things too. I'm going to take this and put this here and here, and you can see the buffaloes in position that they were in the 30s and in the new ones, because this buffalo is looking to the left. See that mane, all that and whatever, that's just pretty. Then this buffalo is looking the other direction, and so they made them different so they can't say that one's the other or whatever. Okay, my website, ronaldwalkerauthor.com, RONALDWALKER author, AUTHOR.com. There's 30 ebooks that I wrote and published, and you can look at them there on that website. You can click on any one of the books and it will take you to some degree. The upper ones that you'll see have been done. The other ones I need to get done. I haven't done what I should have been done and whatever. And so anyway, let me know through that contact form if you want a book, if you want coins. I do have some coins for sale. I will not do. I got to get this over here. This is James Monroe, what they call the golden dollar. It's done in magnesium. It is not gold. And he was the 5th president, served from 1817 until 1825. He did 2 terms. And he authored the Monroe Doctrine, and it was a standard that was used by many of the ambassadors to the different countries that were represented, or our representatives went to do negotiations and that sort of thing. Okay. RonaldWalkerAuthor.com. RonaldWalker.com. Check out my website. I got some good books. I enjoy reading them. I wrote what I enjoy, and I still enjoy reading them. But at any rate, thank you for being with me and hanging in. Hope it was entertaining. Hope it will help you with your coin collecting, or just observing and looking at beautiful coins. I'll end now and get back and do another one. Thank you. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. I forgot totally. Subscribe, and I'll send the 4 pennies, Lincoln pennies, 2009, if you send me a message and tell me where to send them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I'm back again. This is Ronald Walker. This is my channel. Got these this yesterday morning, actually, now, from a customer at a bank that I use here, and a friend of mine who is a manager of the bank outside. It's not he's not over the bank. But anyway, he called me and said that he, at one time, this woman, her husband had died, and she had a vast coin collection, and was going to bring them to the bank. Didn't want to go through all the process of selling individual coins and thinking that she'd gotten stolen from and whatever, and made to look foolish. That's a lot of people's, what their thinking is. Anyway, these are from 1940 through 1947. Came in 3 Ziploc bags, and had them double. That was one good thing. And then inside, a plastic bag that you'd get from one of the stores. At any rate, this is 1940 that you see. There's stacks, and I think there's 12 in that pile. There's 5 there. Yeah, it's close to 12 or whatever. This is 40 P's. They don't have a mint mark, so they were done in Philadelphia. And I don't know what the population is, but they are fine, probably. Better than very good. They say that extra fine is probably what you're looking at with that coin. And believe me, it's the best looking coin of the stack, in my opinion. So I put it up to be more easily seen than one that's not. Don't know if it'll be in focus. That's a pretty good looking coin too. That one's got some wear on it. Anyway, they're all better than very good. And from what I can see, some of them have got some chinks on them. Some of them were, none of them were run over or anything like that to look that badly. But I've got one that I've got up over here that I'm going to exchange because it's not one I'm going to sell. It's not a very good representation of whatever, but it's a D mint mark. Okay, these are set up that way. 3 of the 40, 3 of the 41s, 3 of the 42s, 3 of the 43s, 3 of the 44s, 3 of the 45s, 3 of the 46s, only 2 of the 47s. I didn't get many 47s. I don't understand that, but well, that's, you know, she said she's got more. So at any rate, these are the D mint mark, 1940. These are, wow, it made it look like there's just one coin there. There's actually 5. And so anyway, that's the S. Oh, I'm messing with the S's. That's the D's. That's the S's. I'm sorry. I've got this. I'm looking at the side mark now, this. And I moved it. Anyway, then we're going over here to the 40. Oh, my light's in the way. I'm doing this more or less on a shoestring. I don't have a studio, don't have equipment, don't have a lot of what I should have possibly. Had a camera that I was using, and the doggone thing would run up to 10 minutes, and then it wouldn't shut off. It would just go to another, I don't know what you call it. It made another video. And so several of my videos on my channel I would put it part 1, part 2, but I put it continuation. So at any rate, they are what they are. Okay. Now then, that's the S mark. This is the 41 plain, made in Philadelphia, and the 41D, then the 41S, and oh, there's 6 coins in that pile and 8 coins in that pile, coming backward. Then come over here to the 42 plain, and has it got a scratch? No, that's not. Something, it's got something on it. Rottweiler. I don't know what that's, a hairline or a hair on it or what it is. But anyway, it's still a collectible coin. 1942 plain, 1942 D. There's 8, I believe, there. And then a 1942 S. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, there's 9 in the other stack too, I guess. But at any rate, these are, I like these coins. They, if you get one that's uncirculated, it is gorgeous. It's as pretty as what a silver dollar that's uncirculated is. They're all Lady Liberty. But anyway, silver dollar, some of them are, some of them aren't. Anyway, that's a 42 plain, 42D, 42S. Then it goes to 43 and plain. I'm getting in the way of my light. I need to turn something on here. See if this will work. And see if this gives me some more light. A little bit. Not much to speak of since that one, oh, well, I'm there anyway. That's the 43. And then the 43D. There's actually 5 coins there. then the 43S. She's kind of walking awkwardly. There again, there's 5 coins, and I want to stop right here a second and tell you what these are. These are 90% silver. All the half dollars that were the Liberty half dollars are all 90% silver until 1947. These coins were started in 1916 and went through 1947, 31-year period. Why they made 31, I have no idea, but they did. So that's one of those things too. And anyway, come back over here, and this is a 1944 plain. There's 15, I think, in that stack. And then the 1944D, you can see down the side of the stack there. And then the 1944S, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 13 coins in that stack. And then there's more in the 1945s. That was 44. I want to tell you this too. This is my birth year. These coins are 80 years old, and they've seen wear. They held up fairly well. I had these uncirculated when I was a kid. And like all children, if I wanted something, I saved up and saved up and saved up to buy a bicycle, and then found out I didn't have enough money. So, one of those things. Anyway, 1945, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. 17 coins, 1945. Plain. You can see the stack there. Then the 45D, there's almost as many in that stack as there are. I bumped them around a little bit. And then we go to the 45S. And I like these coins. Then we go over here. This is a 46 P stack of them. And then the 46D. Then the 46S, then the 47, only got 4 coins in the 47s. It may be that the next batch will have more 47s in it or whatever. We'll see. And then 2 1942Ds. I think this one, well, it's got some jerk. Anyway. That's the story now. And I don't know exactly how many. I've got other walk-in liberties. Mostly what I have is Kennedy halves. In my coin searches, you don't get many walk-in liberties and coin searches anymore. You may get I may have one here someplace. I do. Here we go. I'm going to dump these out. This is a 1948 and a 1963 and a 58 and a wow. At any rate, these are the coins that came after the 1947 walk-in liberty. And this, and here, get this together here. This is a 1948. I Doesn't do any good on the lighting very much, does it? See what this does. See if we can get, didn't do. That thing's got ripples coming in it. Okay, turn that off. Not like good light system. At any rate, push these over here and get them in the light better. Okay, this is a 1948. This is the first year that they made the we'll say Jefferson, the Ben Franklin $50. Ben Franklin was mostly a diplomatic representative to France. Hello, Ronald Walker. Welcome to my channel. I got another haul from a customer at the bank. You can see a 1934. That's a 90-year-old coin. 9 in that stack. And then 1935, these are both planes. They were minted in Philadelphia, not Denver or San Francisco. Then 36, it is 6 coins. And 36D, 7 coins. 37 plain, made in Philadelphia. 1939 plain, Philadelphia. And we come over here, 1940. There's 16 in that stack. 1940. Then the 41 plain, made in Philadelphia. Then a 41 stack of 41 Ds. There's 8 in that stack. And 1942 P. There's 7 in that stack. I guess there's 9 in another stack. Anyway, at any rate, 1942 plain, 1942 D, and then 1943 plain. And come down here, 1943, it's 46, 43 D, and then 14, 1943 S's. I was, don't understand, but anyway, that's how they came out. And then a 44 plain, 45 plain, 46, no, I'm sorry, 45 D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, and a 45 stack of S's. There's 10. Then come over here to 1946. Ooh, there you go. All of these are fine, very fine, and they're grading. This is 2 46s because there's 21 coins of the 46s. Then there's a 46, it's a D mint mark, and there's 7 of them. Anyway, this is what really got me. This coin is 90 years old. A 1934, 90% walk in Liberty. All the Liberties were 90%. Then the Franklins were 90%. And the first Kennedy, the 1964, was 90%. This stack is not in good shape. But at any rate, these are beautiful coins when they're uncirculated. I had them when I was a child. And you know what children do. I went to buy what I wanted most usually an RC or a 0 bar. That's a long time ago. But at any rate, these came in plastic freezer bags again, and piled, not even taken care of at all. But that's, you know, they look to be old, and anybody that's not familiar with coins and whatever, interested in coins or whatever, would not consider holding them by the edge, keeping acid off of them, taking care of them, doing the things that needs to be done to keep them as they are. I've got something here I'd like to show, and but at any rate, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. I'm going to do another video on it. It's called a booby quarter, and they did a rendition, a type 2, to cover up what some people thought to be a indecent coin, and that's one of those things too. But at any rate, these coins to me represent my childhood more or less, especially this. Where's my 1944? That's 46. Okay, 44 over here. 42, 45. Huh. Really? I hadn't noticed that. I ain't have any 44s. None at all. Okay. Well, that's my birth year, so that's the reason it had significance for me. And no 47s. 47 was the last year that they made these. 1916 was the first year that they made them, and they remained the same for those 31 years. And they had decided to do a commemorative or a representation of John F. Kennedy, the president, and we're going to do them, release them in 64. They were doing them in 63 when he was assassinated in Dallas, and went ahead. There are two types of them. One, long hair. Jackie did not want, or did want, I'm not certain which way it was, his long hair showing, or she wanted the long hair showing. I think she didn't want it to be showing, and so they made a different, whether it was long hair, short hair, or whatever, made it different than it was, and whatever. Please subscribe to my channel, and that will allow you to have a place on your YouTube page that you can look at subscribers and find my channel just by clicking on that subscriber. Ronald D. Walker, and go straight to it. And then there are several. I've got, this is going to be my 22nd video. I've got a lot of videos to do involving coins. I have 30 ebooks on my website, ronaldwalkerauthor.com, RONALDWALKERAUTHOR.com, and there's a contact form on the first page, and up at the top right it says Contact Ronald. Click that and it'll take you over to let you enter your name and address or email address, and do a short message and whatever. I have 2009 pennies, and this is not them, but at any rate, they did 4 pennies that were Lincoln. One cabin, one he's sitting on a log that he'd been splitting to make rails for a fence. One, he's standing in front of the Illinois State Capitol as a professional. He was an attorney, and then got in the legislature and ran for president. Won the presidency, but he did not win the popular vote. Got it through the Electoral College, and then he was assassinated after the war ended, in very dubious circumstances. The security person was down in a bar across the street. Don't understand that, but at any rate. Then it's said that John Wilkes Booth killed him, but John Wilkes Booth had a small Derringer. That's all he had. And the gun that shot President Lincoln was found by a newspaper man out in the hallway. He kept it, I think, for 3 days before he turned it in. So they didn't like that story, so they didn't do it. At any rate, anyway, RonaldWalkerAuthor.com. And hopefully, if you know people who read, you can tell them about my books. They're 30. They are different genre, mostly stories of some person's life. I like that type of thing. I like the emotions that go into it. And I would appreciate it if you'd do that.